Hello everybody, my name is Pravus, and welcome to more Plague Inc. Evolved custom scenarios. We're going to revive a somewhat older scenario that I happened to stumble across as I was looking through the Steam workshop, and it's very highly rated, so we're going to give it a go. It is called The Kindness. Where are you? There you are, by Sir Cornelius J. We are one, we are many. Now, there's not a story associated here, so I don't know a ton about what this is. I just know that it's supposed to have a pretty good amount of customization, and again, highly rated, which is supposed to be nice. Why are you giving me these jeans? I don't know. Anyway, I'll be the judge as to whether it deserves the high rating, or at least I'll be one voice amongst the many who cast their votes and already have decided, but I'll pretend that I'm an authority on this. This is the Nurex worm, of course. We've been playing with the Metabolic Jump, Darwinist, Native Biome, Extremophile, and Pathostasis. I feel like I usually go for Terracite with this one, but let's try Native Biome and see if it still works. Normal difficulty? Fine, no problem. War, destruction, chaos. This world is so primitive. We shall save them. The earth must become one. Through war, destruction, and chaos, or because of war, destruction, and chaos? Because there's a couple different ways to interpret this. Either humans suck so much that you're saving us from ourselves, or you're putting us out of our misery, and that is the kindness. Either way, I'm good. You are a sentient parasite, and you have blessed the earth with your prescience. Not presence, prescience. Your job is to make the primitive people of this planet see the light and become one. Oh, good, collectivism. You are easy to cure. However, you have the ability to control the way people think. Use this to your advantage. Alrighty. Easy to cure, you say? Well, that doesn't seem very good for me. Transmissions. Nada. Okay, symptoms. Symbiosis. The kindness is attached directly to the host's frontal lobe. Earth must see the light. Tendril rooting, get a firmer grip, increase in severity. Very minor stat increase, but it is there. Okay, sure, that's a thing. And then we have a couple abilities. Physical metamorphose, not metamorphosis, okay. The kindness begins to adapt its unnecessary apostrophe physical form, allowing for environmental upgrades and internal reproduction, no T. The kindness begins producing the spores necessary for basic human-to-human travel. Well, okay, is that reproduction exactly, or is that just transmission? Because that's kind of what it sounds like to me. Sounds like we need to get that, because I do know from one of the Q&As of the scenario, a common question apparently is, why can't I do any of the transmissions at the beginning? And it's because you have to unlock them. So by getting this, now we have some more options. Bodily fluid producing in saliva, mutation chance, and zoonotic shift for cross-species infection, which we often find to be good, but also comes usually with some extra mutation. I kind of want to get the saliva, but maybe we go for the zoonotic since it's a lot of infection? Sure. Blood. That is not cross-species, but okay. We can go for the poor regions and mutation chance. We also have livestock, and we have boards. Giant board. Transport cross-border. Why am I saying it like that? Don't know. Let's go for the tendril rooting for a little bit of severity in case I can get some more DNA out of that. We have mental suggestion. The kindness begins to suggest different courses of action to the brain, subtly changing the way the host behaves, slightly decreasing severity. But you just gave me the severity. You're going to take it away? I don't know if I like that. Confusion. Dopamine production stimulated to cause bouts of confusion in host. Harder to concentrate on complex work. Yeah, that's usually pretty good if you want to slow down the cure just a smidge. Well, let's go ahead and grab this point and get the saliva going for the bodily fluids that leads to level 2. Nothing really outstanding. I was kind of hoping this was going to lead to a bit more consistent infectivity than that, but it does not appear to have happened. We should probably try to go for the birds. I mean, it's not like Saudi Arabia is considered rural, but it is a land nation, so getting that could certainly help. And then if we go for another level, that's a huge boost in infectivity for me. Really? Do you think I need these tips, Plague Inc? It's only as if I've been playing this for years. It's only as if this is like freaking a career at this point. I mean, almost literally. All right, do you want to go for the poor? Let's see what else we can get, actually. Let's go for external. We could try for that. Let's go for external and see what that opens up. We have access to short-ranged spores. The kindness uses waves of short-range spores that are secreted from the host at varying intervals to infect others. A reasonable-ish amount of infectivity for a few more points than I'm really willing to pay. What about the physical metamorphoses? This is going to be hardened. Okay, a waxy shell, so that's environmental hardening, but unlocks nothing new. Got it? Looks like we mutated the mental suggestion. Didn't actually impact my severity all that much, but okay, what does that unlock then? Number 2, access more isolated parts of the brain, increasing its grip on the host. I'm just going to sing this for you one more time. If it's supposed to be a possessive, then it's just IT, yes. But if it's supposed to be a contraction, then it's IT apostrophe, yes. All right? Grip on the host, decrease the severity. My point being, if it's a possessive, I know, it doesn't make sense. English is weird. It's just like the only word that doesn't get an apostrophe for possessives. Don't ask me why, okay? We're a weird amalgamation of French, German, and many other things. English is weird. I don't deny it. Okay, what else do we want to get then? We do have access to the Trojan Plains. I probably do want to get that. Just so we can get out of here faster. And I'm going to do that now. Hopefully we pick one up. I need to get out of Saudi Arabia because so far we aren't really getting into our neighboring countries. We also need to get a lot more severity going, but we'll take this for the moment. Just get me out of here so I can start another continent, because so far, this is an extremely slow start, and I'm not a fan of that. We did get us insomnia, okay, so that's a little bit more severity for me. We have anxiolytic infusion, reduces anxiety, and minimizes severity, but I want severity so I can get more DNA. So that doesn't do me a lot of good. Decreasing severity again. No, I don't want that. I don't want to decrease severity. I want more. God, it's actually did something reset? Something reset and makes this game believe that I am brand new to the game and I need tutorials. I don't know. Wait, this is double insomnia. Double insomnia, but one's cheaper than the other. Oh, well, that doesn't make a lot of sense. All right, double up on that. People really aren't going to get any sleep this time. All right, now we should start ramping up a bit more in our DNA as we get around the world. Let's go to, I don't know, let's get started in China, I guess. You'd think we'd be able to get on some planes in Saudi Arabia, but apparently not. A headache, even more, good. I actually want some transmissions, though, pretty badly. We could go for the mutatory glands. We could also get the drug dissuasion. It's not resistance, it's dissuasion. We had a very nice and pleasant conversation with the drugs, and they decided not to mess with me. I kind of want the water. If we wait for 2 more points, that would obviously be quite nice. We can try getting on some boats. I also really need some air transmission, apparently, because it's been minimized. There's nothing at the beginning of the game that really indicated to me that I was going to have no air transmission, but someone turned those values way down. There's level 2, more ship transmission, good for the human environments. We're really just not getting very far. Like, this is a slow start, very slow start. Let's go to, I guess, Mexico. Not the rich countries necessarily, not a high priority. Just trying to make sure I get into all the continents. We have time to worry about the islands a little bit later. Let's go for some livestock to try and increase spread in rural areas. Maybe that helps a tiny little bit. In some areas like, I don't know, Brazil, because it had to be Brazil. Just another parasite. You know, I actually did see a scenario, maybe I'll do this next, called Parasite, based off of an anime that I actually recently watched with my wife. So maybe I should try doing that one. I actually will understand the references for something. That's exciting. Y'all know that's a rare occasion in and of itself. Poor tempting. Let's go for the short-range spores and see what this gets. This gets me good for urban environments, and fomites good for the wealthy and urban. That could make a nice difference. It's kind of like a poor man's drug resistance and such. Drug resistance, obviously better, but it works. Let's get up into Greenland. We're in all the continents at this point, so we might as well just go ahead and start reaping the benefit of getting into other places. But again, my DNA generation is just really slow, and my spread is extremely slow as well. Like, I really need to be getting things like fomites we can spread in Europe, or anything at all. They haven't started working on the cure yet, which is a good sign, but apparently I'm easy to cure, so I'm a little bit concerned that this is going to turn into something a little bit difficult all of a sudden. But who knows? At least we're getting some DNA. We can go for another level of fomites, which is great. I'm going to go for another level of short-range spores. Air! Oh, air transmission! It's pretty buried! Gosh, you gotta spend a lot of points to get to level 1 air transmission. At some point, I'm not even sure that it's worth it anymore. I mean, I do want it, but we have Trojan Plains. Disturbing reports of kindness. Haha. Oh, wait, Russia was already infected, dang it. Yeah, no, I mean, I would also be very concerned and wary if I found out that kindness was spreading. What's this? Spore hives. Here we go, something new and exciting. Dead individuals infected by the kindness become large factories for producing more spores, increasing the mutation chance and infectivity. So it's basically a corpse transmission. We know the power of corpse transmission. It's very good. We like it. Do we like it enough? Different question. Let's go for the anxiolytic infusion. That leads to nothing. Okay. I was kind of hoping we would get something out of that arrangement. We'll go for mental suggestion that leads to cognitive scrambling. Mutable, just not multiple, mitable, Entities existing in the same mind cause mild seizures, which completely scramble host decision-making abilities. So we're talking a split personality disorder inflicted by the kindness. This is somehow going to make us see the light? If you say so. Mental suggestion level 3 decreases severity even further. I mean, yeah, that does seem to be the ongoing trend. We also have unlocked psychosis, which is good if you want to get a bit more severity going that way. No, it actually reduces it. What? I don't want that. I want to get cognitive scrambling. Yes, I probably should be very wary about decreasing severity. There's clearly a reason they're giving me lots of severity reduction, all right? I am aware. There's clearly a reason for it. But at this point, in for a penny, in for a pound, let's just explore and see what's going to happen. I've kind of resigned myself to that. We got such a slow start. We're probably going to find ourselves, cured this session. I'll have to restart. But either way, mania, more severity, coma. I mean, good in some ways. Let's go for mental suggestion again. That leads to total mind control. Oh, is this victory condition? We are the kindness. We are Earth. That's a very bold statement for you to make, you ungrateful little worm. What else do we want then? I'm gonna go for some environmental hardening, because so far we're really not getting around very much. I'm gonna go for some drug resistance, because we're definitely not spreading very fast in Europe. We got schizophrenia. Cure is 25% complete. Again, pretty sure we're gonna get cured here, but it's alright. Memory blocking, slowing down the research speed, yeah. We're just not spreading in wealthy countries, like, at all. Almost non-existent wealthy spread. It's like you really are gonna have to get things like the fomites, I think. And the drug resistance a bit earlier than I did. All right. Decreasing severity due to discomforts, more potential for survivability. I feel like it's just more gating mechanisms. Mutation chance I'll take, because at this point it's my only way to possibly win for free. We'll see. I'm not getting any lethality as of yet. I'm going to go for the fomites and try to spread. Yeah, we just have nothing here. Nothing at all. So basic transmissions like air and water are extremely low unless you get those unlocked. Spread in the wealthy countries is extremely bad unless you get something unlocked. So what I'm learning is you really have to prioritize a bit. This is not the most balanced scenario I've ever seen, but I'm not going to give up on it yet. Not giving up on it yet. Caribbean's fully infected. I actually think that's all the islands we've need to get into. Yeah, it is. All right, so we're in most country. Why did that go away? Did I click on China twice accidentally? I don't know. Whatever, anyway. We do have adoration. Total mind control. Yeah. Coma. Coma would obviously slow down the cure quite a bit. We did just get it for free, so that's something. Adoration, I guess I'll pick it up. We need to get total mind control, though, because clearly there's one more thing that has to get unlocked from this. I think to win, you have to go down both. That is my guess. Now, mutation chance might be able to save me, but anytime soon. Poland hasn't been infected yet. Hello, Poland! All right, got into Finland, too. Oh, good. I don't know. I'm just not seeing a lot. We'll go for some cold resistance since I'm weak there. I guess I should go for some memory blocking and see what we can get. Mind wipe. Yeah, I need a lot more DNA. We've reached a point where pretty much everyone's going to work on the cure. Okay, so this is obviously going to be a failure. We started off way too slow, basically, is what it came down to. Way too slow. How else would we do this, then? Focus on the transmissions extra early and don't go for it? Maybe that's what we have to do. I'm terrified that we're going to lose out on a lot of potential DNA, but maybe we really do want to take all the severity reduction. That might be what we have to do. All right, I'm going to try this one again. No, there's more going on here I'm seeing. Notice, for example, well, I'll take that back. Just a second ago, Russia wasn't going anywhere at all. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is doable. It's really, really quite tough, though. This scenario makes you really dependent on some luck as far as mutation chance. I have mostly focused my points on what I thought were some good decisions with transmissions, but so far, it's not going very far. I'm going to try for Trojan planes and see if they can save me, but you'll notice here, and we're just not getting very far as the infection. Try getting up into Finland. There's only a couple countries that we're missing at this point. Trojan roamers, Trojan planes again. Yeah, I mean, if they could save me, that'd be great, but I don't think we can go anywhere near fast enough to stop all of this. We need something like adoration, something. We need total mind control. I need a mutation, basically. If mutation chance does not work to your advantage, I think we're just kind of doomed. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. I'll try to save some points and see if we can go for the Mind Wipe level 1. I feel like we've gotten a little bit closer this time around, using the, using lower severity a little bit earlier on. I mean, I really didn't prioritize getting symptoms, like, at all, but I still don't feel like it's been anywhere near enough. Or adoration doesn't do me any good. Now we have to save points and just try to save ourselves with some mind wipes. Maybe if we got some extra points out of catalytic switch. Nah, probably not. Russia, for some reason, just won't get infected. Like, almost at all. It's really weird, because I've got all the drug resistance, and I've got the cold resistance. They're just refusing to be infected. Like, something is tweaked and imbalanced in this scenario. It's not supposed to be this difficult to infect a single country. I mean, I'm having to literally send Trojan planes just to try and hit any sort of a critical mass at all. And yeah, lo and behold, is that doing me a lot of good? No, not at all. Not even a little bit. 95%, huh? Let's go for a wipe and see if that does much. Nope, that was... okay, if that did a lot more, that'd be one thing, but no. Something's broken in this scenario, unfortunately, which is sad because it was so highly rated, I thought it's gotta be good. But it's not that I'm missing anything as far as I can tell. We're picking up plenty of stuff. Could I have gotten more transmissions? Sure, but the problem is they're all very expensive. The transmissions are prohibitively expensive. I'm not accustomed to that. We could have focused on less abilities, but the abilities, weirdly enough, are cheap enough that it's not that big a deal. Yeah, I don't know. I might give this one more shot focusing on literally nothing but transmissions, but the fact that you're not getting any infectivity tells me that the author turned down things like cold resistance so much that it's practically impossible to overcome naturally, and that's not a good thing at all, obviously. Yeah, close-ish, but still not quite enough, unfortunately. The cure is going way faster than I can handle, and even though I picked up all the transmissions I really could to try and max out that mutation chance, it still has not been enough to carry me to victory here. And without more stuff to slow down the cure, there's really not much that I can do. Even though we did manage to infect a much larger chunk of the world, it's just not enough to win. Now, if we try to go for, let's say, some drug... wait, no, what did I need? Wait, what was blocking me from getting this? Uh-oh. There was a gating mechanism here to actually try to wipe out the cure a little bit, and I don't know what it was. Oh, well. Yeah, no, this isn't a very well-balanced scenario, and that's the thing, is it's really sad because, one, the scenario was looking pretty good. There's actually a lot of customization going on here, but I know it's a very delicate balancing act in Plague Inc. You know, you tweak a few little numbers and it has some pretty serious consequences. In this case, I think either a few things are just too expensive so you don't ramp up fast enough, or the starting values for simple air and water transmission were turned way down too low. The cold and heat resistance, the innate cold and heat resistance, is simply too high. The fact that I have relatively good transmission, not to mention I have double cold resistance and I have double livestock and other things, and still not making much progress in Russia at all, tells me that that got turned down, and a little bit too much, it turns out. So I don't mind a fast cure. That's okay. Make me go under the gun, but actually give me the tools to actually win this scenario. And this is only on normal difficulty, which basically means it's absolutely impossible on Mega Brutal. You never know, but this might be one of the scenarios that's been getting upvoted because most people play on the casual difficulty and therefore aren't running into a very basic wall. I think the scenario's good. I think that some of the number tweaking, a little bit less so. But, oh well, that's okay. I still think it is something worth taking a look at. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.